afternoon, Miss Favour. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Good afternoon.
You look really pretty.
Thank you.
I like the way you smile.
Thank you.
Okay, we're going to really start since you already spent so much of your time.
Okay.
And we sincerely apologize for coming this late. Please smile again so we'll know you're forgiving us. Alright. What is your name?
Okay.
I want you to, I'd already called your name, but I want you to say your name to people that do not know your name and tell them what you do.
Okay. My name is Favour Eleru. I run a hotel consulting agency, and I'm also a humanitarian. I have an NGO, Favour Eleru Foundation. I started it for empowerment and outreach to the less privileged. And my hotel consulting agency is May Consultants. We recruit for hotels, we manage hotels, we train hotel staff. Yeah, that's what I do.
You had already made mention of the fact that you started it for human consultancy, right? But I still want to know what motivated you. Like, how did you start it? What made you to start it?
Sorry, come again.
I want to know how you started the whole consultancy and foundation, your motivation, why you started it.
Okay. For the hotel consulting agency, I have this drive, I have this passion for humanity. Like, I really want to serve humanity, you know. So I worked as a waitress so many years ago, and I have this passion for serving people, making people feel at home. But I wanted to do it in a unique way where I can also teach my society how to also do it in a unique way. So I had to start this consulting agency for hotels, where I train hotel staff, I tell them how to perform with their guests, how to perform generally as hotels. So that was actually my drive. And for the foundation, why I started the foundation, it was out of my experience, the experiences I had during childbirth. I'm a single mom. I'm a proud single mother of 3 kids, and it was just the experiences I had during childbirth, raising my children to the stage we are today. So I really experienced a lot, and I thought I could assist humanity. I could encourage people with the little I have now, because back then it wasn't really easy for me taking care of my children, and I know there are so many people out there. There's so many people like me out there that needs help, that needs to be reached out to. So I started this foundation, this NGO. I started it to reach out to the less privileged, orphanages, babies without mother, father, single mothers that are struggling to meet up, and then most especially women and children. Yeah, but we could also extend our hand to the other gender.
Alright, this is really beautiful. So something got me really intrigued while you were talking.
Okay.
You said you're a single mom, and you added that you're a proud single mom.
Yeah.
So my question is going to be really personal. So I hope you're going to be sincere.
Okay.
Okay. I want to know the challenges you faced from family, from friends, from relatives, like those kind of challenges, verbal abuses, and how you could manage them. Those challenges first of all, and how you could manage them.
Okay. Being a single mother only is already a challenge. Yes, it's a challenge, but there's joy in it, there's fulfillment in it, you know. not really a single mother. Being a mother is something of joy, something that gives you everlasting joy. You feel fulfilled. It's not really easy bringing a life into this world, and you look at it and say, I really brought this into this world. And then challenges I had. Wow. Raising my kids. Getting pregnant out of wedlock. The stigma that comes with it, when you can't walk on the street. Like, I can remember when I was barely 4 months old pregnant for my first child. When your pregnancy is not that old, you can be able to hide it for some time. So I remember putting on a very big cardigan that would cover me, because it's something shameful. When society is looking up to you, your family, your parents, everybody's looking up to you to do better, and then in the middle of it, you surprise them with a disappointment. It was really a challenge facing my family. I couldn't face my father during those periods. I left my father's house. The guy in question, he wasn't forthcoming. He wasn't forthcoming as the father or being responsible for the pregnancy. So I was alone. To a point, I moved to stay with his mother, the guy's mother. I moved to stay with her in her place. And while I was staying with her, I really went through a lot staying with her. But thank God I overcame, actually. I remember I would do the cooking for her. I'll clean the house for her, even with my big stomach. I'll clean the house for her. I'll do everything for her. I remember taking water into the bathroom for her. Oh my God, it was really a hard period. I couldn't face the society, but at some time, I had to accept who I was, and then accept that this is who I am. I don't have a choice. If I don't accept who I am, nobody will accept me. So I accepted who I was, and I moved on. I was able to scale through that period.
I want to know how you deal with verbal abuses, even from social media.
Like I said before, I've come to accept who I am. If I don't accept who I am, by now, I would have been depressed. I would have committed suicide too. But because I've accepted my fate as a single mother, and this is who I am, I'm a single mother, so I don't have to let anybody remind me that I already know. So if you're telling me, it's like you're trying to remind me who I am, or you're trying to repeat who I am to me. But with me, I know I'm a single mother. I know I got pregnant. I know I had children. So I accepted it. The courage alone to keep a pregnancy and birth it, and then you're bold enough to say, this is my child. I don't really think anything or anybody will be able to shame me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's beautiful. I don't think anyone can be able to shame me.
Yeah, I don't
that's
think so.
Beautiful. So, still talking about being a single mom, were there moments where you felt like, I'm tired, let me end my life? You felt like committing suicide or giving up on life generally? Were there times where it was very hard for you and you felt you could not continue, considering the fact that you had the first one was a single child and the second one were twin babies and boys at that? So were there times where you felt like you were tired?
Yeah. I remember it was when I took in for the second pregnancy. literally, I didn't plan for it. The first one they will say is a mistake. The second one again they will say is not a mistake. Actually, it was not a mistake, but I didn't see it coming that I would still be a single mother, even with the second pregnancy. And because the guy in question, we were going into marriage plans. We were planning to get married. We were in the process of getting married before I took him for the pregnancy. And then, along the line, he changed his mind. He said, his people said he shouldn't marry a lady that already has a child outside. But before we started, his people were really against the marriage plans and all that. But he kept coming and he said, I love you, I'm going to stay with you, so we are going to do this together. He doesn't care, my people are not the people marrying you, I'm the one marrying you, so I don't really care. So he gave me hope actually, and it made me keep the pregnancy. But along the line, he came, his mom is in the hospital, she was gonna die if he marries me. And that was what she told him, that she wasn't going to recover, she was going to die in the hospital if he marries me. So I had to move on. I accepted it, and I'm like, yes, I almost gave up. I was depressed because it's going to be a second child that I'm going to be having without getting married. It was really a hard time. But God having it, I scaled through. I kept the pregnancy. I had the children, and I'm happy with my children.
Aww, that's beautiful. Okay, now I'm so touched. I feel like I'm tearing up already for you. So it's okay. So right now, how could you go through and now stand on your feet, and now you're somebody that runs a consultancy agency and a foundation? How did you pull through?
Yeah.
Because right now your life is completely different.
Yeah, from a normal life that we see out there. Let's say I'm a strong woman.
Yeah, you are.
Yes. I don't think giving up, I didn't see giving up as an option. Yeah. And then my children, they are also my strength. I look at them and I see every reason to strive.
Wow.
Yes, they are my responsibility, you know. Yeah, so I look at them, I have to put food on the table. I can't sit at home, or I can't keep feeling depressed and disappointed, and then I watch my children go hungry, you know. So apart from that, I needed to prove every other person, including the fathers of my children, that that was not the end of my life.
Wow.
Yes, I need to prove to the society that I'm not a disappointment. I could actually make an impact, I could actually make a change in my society. So my experience I had catering for my children, you know, trying to provide for them, putting food on the table, it was really a horrible one. That was what led me to starting a foundation, starting up this NGO to reach out to less privileges and orphanages, single mothers. I could remember when I couldn't buy, you know, twins, if you have to buy for one, you have to buy for the other. Yeah, I can remember when I bought a tin of milk. I think it was SMA Gold, that it was about 3,000 something. And you could imagine a lady who is breastfeeding children, twins at that, she can't go out to hustle to get money to come back. You could imagine that process, and then you could also imagine how I managed to put food on the table. I remember then the milk finished that day. There was no hope at all. Though I had pap, I started giving them food early because it was really difficult for me breastfeeding them. I could barely feed myself. not to talk of feed twins. So I added pap, I added custard to their food. I think they were about 4 months or so. I mixed palm oil with salt and the pap for them to eat. I gave to the other one. There's this one that is very big among the twins. He eats very well. Yeah, he's a consumer. I like him for that. But there's this other one that selects. He's a big man. So I made the pap and I gave to them. I gave the other one. He ate. He took it. But this other one, he rejected it. And then I watched my baby cry for food, and there was no help, you know. I ran to people, I begged. So many people tell me, where's the father of your children? I'm not responsible for your pregnancy. You need to start doing something. But then how do I do something when I'm breastfeeding twins, you know? Do I carry one on my chest and then back the other one? Wow, it was really a challenging period. But God helping me, I could meet someone that helped me that day, and he gave me 3,000 naira to buy the milk. But you know, when I keep going back to these experiences, I know that there are people out there that need help. And I decided that even though I'm not that rich, I'm not very rich, I'm comfortable, I'm not 100% rich, but I decided that whatever little I have, I'm going to share. I'm going to share it, and I'm going to reach out to these people.
Wow, that's really amazing. So I'm really touched. Okay, we are going to be wrapping up, but before we wrap up, I want you to give your advice, words of encouragement, or however you put it, to both single moms, both the less privileged, and eventually everybody that is going to view this broadcast.
Okay, my advice to the public, to society at large is do not let your experiences or even your present situation judge your future. Yes, even if I was crippled, even if I didn't have hands, even if I was blind, and even if I was dumb, I know I will do something to survive. To the single mothers, I know there's this stigma that you got pregnant out of wedlock. There's this shame that you got pregnant out of wedlock. I would say every single mother out there should rise against stigma. Yes, that your single mother doesn't make you less a human being. I know 1,001 successful single mothers out there. Yes, so I think it's an opportunity being a mother. It's a blessing being a mother. I'm not trying to encourage anybody to get pregnant and start having children. I know if you know you cannot cater for your child, there's no need of getting pregnant. But you know, sometimes these things, we don't plan them. They just happen. You don't see them coming. They just come into your life. So I would say, you don't let your past or your experiences or what you're facing currently, presently, judge your future. Life is big and the world is big. The sky is big to contain everybody and to contain every idea and everything good that you want to become. So don't stop there. Just keep pushing. Keep pushing and keep pushing. The world will hear you. Your voice will be heard someday. I believe my voice will be heard. Of course, my voice is already being heard somehow, but I still believe, I know I'm going to get there. I'm not going to give up, and so you shouldn't give up. Yes, you shouldn't give up.
All right, thank you very much. It was wonderful having you.
Thank you.
And once again, you're beautiful.
Thank you.
And I like the way you smile.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Okay.